you're beautiful.
I have a gaming PC. And there it is. Undisputable proof. Women always come last. Just realized I've been submitting my job applications with this profile picture. Oh no. Me.
Yo, Elon, what's the name of that one app you bought?
Elon. Here we have architecture designed for thick homelessness. Finally, a bench I can sleep on. A 1 minute and 47-second voice message.
Are there any bad words in the voice message?
Yes.
Record a voice message with no bad words, please. I'm in the car with my mom.
Okay, I'll just take out 1 minute and 35 seconds of the message.
My apologies for having to suddenly act civil in society.
AI is going to take our jobs!
I'd like to see AI take my job.
Yeah, losing money, stealing candy, doing drugs and doing skits.
Now that said, I could actually see an AI thinking that's how you're meant to drive on the road.
It doesn't learn after all, it's just replicating what it's being told to replicate, so if enough of us do crime, then eventually it will do it too. Hooray for us all involuntarily being responsible for the influence of the growing child that is AI in society. 5 stars.
Oh, nice. Must be a good product.
I am the author and I think I did a pretty good job.
Well, at least they're honest about themselves. You know, that is a real display of true humility.
Thank you to my 4 friends I paid to say this was a helpful review. You're not the main character,
Mother flippers, when I write an autobiography.
Yeah, impossible. How did you do it? You're not the main character, because deeply down I want to be.
Point of view. You're laying under the rubble, gasping for air, and a pipe has punctured your lung due to structural collapse, and the last thing you hear is one of the Avengers making a joke about Mondays.
Okay, but this is like action movies in general. Just the complete lack of acknowledgement to the cost of human lives. Like, let's be realistic. I mean, they try to hint at it in Civil War, but how many people would have died in Age of Ultron? Hell, the alien invasion that was for some reason only sticking to one city area and not trying to spread out to establish communications like any basic war-born race would be inclined to do. You know, sorry, I shouldn't care this much. It's a family action movie. Virgin bee names.
Honey bee, carpenter bee, bumblebee, message bee.
Chad Wasp names. Murder Hornet. Executioner Wasp. Cicada Killer.
Tarantula Hawk.
I spit on that thing, you get me? Yeah, this'll help in our campaign to make us seem cooler than the bees. That's why we should get rid of them. Yes. Oh, we're gonna be so much cooler than the bees.
Oh, for frick's sake.
We've located your right earbud here. We've located your left earbud here. We hope you enjoy this knowledge of having to now contemplate the fact if you should spend money to go all the way to retrieve it or just spend the money to buy a new set. The fact that you, as someone who lives in this European area, could technically actually compensate this as a worthwhile trade between costs, it honestly frustrates me as an Australian. As a trip like this could cost me up to $400 for one way. We don't drive around this country in Australia because we enjoy the roads. No, it's because the flights are so... Anyway, thoughts from the internet about this debacle?
Big ass head.
How supportive. Wednesday, $4.99.99.
Hold.
Thursday, $4.99.99.
Hold.
Black Friday, now only $4.99.99.
No!
March on, brothers. Ignore the fanatics on Reddit who've actually kept track of these things throughout the year and notice how much this is totally BS. Just go buy thing because, oh, look, red stickers on stuff and lines and bright colors. Numbers are lower than the numbers above them.
I can't believe this.
Slammed my fist into the window repeatedly until it cracked. When will Boeing address these safety issues? I accelerated my car into 3 buildings this week. When will the mayor fix road safety? I paid a man $50 to punch me in the face. When will the police come and crack down on violence? The funny thing about this image is that Gumbel and Darwin don't even look out of place. I am genuinely perplexed. I'm fascinated, actually. This is probably the first time I've seen an image where some people who are purposely trying to pose as cool as possible next to what is clearly purposefully inserted characters from their favorite cartoon show, and it looks good. It looks cool, people. Oh no! I thought this could only ever be cringe, but it isn't. It actually... Okay, look, no, does that just say more about me, though?
maybe I'm just super cringe. No, it's the children who are wrong. That's a nice outdated Simpsons reference that no one in this day and age would actually remember. This isn't normal, right? My roommate swears everyone's chair does this eventually, but I think his butthole has teeth. Look, it's one thing if your pants are the kind that are like, just, you only wear like jeans or something, so it actually eventually sort of tears through this material. But, I don't want to make any sort of assumptions here, but if you get enough butt particles, enough poop particles, more accurately, you know, eventually things start to rot and decay because it's bio-waste. I'm just saying, maybe encourage your roommate to wipe. This is actually someone's childhood, by the way. KSI, Prime, Lunchly, and a podcast that stemmed from a BJ joke. Look, nothing better to encourage people to not be so pessimistically nostalgic like millennials are than by having just a terrible standard to start with, you know? What better way to make your adult life seem actually really cool and, if anything, a lot better than, you know, what it was. Regardless, though, this really does help strengthen the truth of it that nostalgia doesn't mean better. Petition to remove toilets from Coke rooms. This is a petition to President Donald J. Trump. Wow, people are already trying to start some things. Okay, dude isn't even back in office yet, but already people are trying to run to the race of seeing what weird things he can push through. Tell us your reasoning for this. Freaking sober? Whenever I go into the room, there's always some sick freak taking a schmidt and ruining the experience of my nose candy.
There's only one thing I'm trying to smell in here right now, and it's not you!
Two consenting adults should be able to duel each other to the death without legal repercussions. I said what I said. Hey, look, Ging, I understand you. I think, honestly, this is a great way to settle disputes. If we lived in a world where people who had the genuine best thoughts in mind had also the fastest reflexes, but unfortunately, brain and I guess muscular reaction times don't exactly, they're not, what's the word? There's no correlation there. Unpopular opinion. Cookie dough is worth taking the risk of getting salmonella. Dylan, pull yourself together and go get a damn spoon. It's cookie dough, not a beefy 5-layer burrito. Have some class! If Dylan was a cat, they'd be the kind that meows in agony despite being fed 30 minutes ago. When my girlfriend asks me to open a jar of pickles and I can't open it either.
The defeated mayor leaves.
People in West have asked why no diversity in my games, but they are wrong when all my games have included a gay character. You, the player. Thank goodness. No wonder their games are so immersive. My entry to the Federal Duck Stamp Art Contest did not win. I guess they don't really enjoy realism as much these days. Dwarves will turn 127 and make one of these their entire personality. Oh, you like hitting rocks. Oh, alcoholism. Oh, you like hitting repurposed rocks. Oh, racism. Netflix executives seeing schmidtass69@gmail.com cancel their free month trial just for schmidtass70@gmail.com start a new one. I mean, legally that's okay, but I want to make it illegal somehow. Streamer Yusuf7n hosted a Frick a Fan contest in celebration of hitting 250k Twitch followers, but shut it down after getting 0 signups in 48 hours. Oh, I mean, like who were your audience? Is your entire stream just you reading smut? Because I'm certain there's no way you had mostly women as your followers. Now look, for all I know, this is probably just a joke thing. They didn't genuinely think someone was going to sign up for it and didn't want to leave it there for too long because that's kinda weird, but either way. The CIA agents putting fish on the end of fish hooks. What, you thought fishing was real? Cringe. Where do you think the term something fishy comes from? Because it's something sus, not real. Something to deceive you. Fish aren't even real, it's all just drones and tiny submarines. You should just accept your flaws, like me. You've accepted your flaws? No, I've accepted yours. I hate to be a stickler, but why is Jesus wearing a cross?
Oops, sorry, let me tuck that back underneath my robe. Spoilers! You'll be in tears about it though, trust me.
When in France.
For God's sake. Oh, how has it taken this long for me in the many years I've been on this planet Earth to see this sort of photo been done with a tall building for the first time? I mean, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is right there. Y'all remember that guy from Hotel Transylvania whose whole reason for being a monster was being French? Adam Sandler wants you to forget it. Don't. Never forget the time a children's movie tried to teach children that the French are monsters. We must never forget. Because they are. They are monsters. Australian whistleblower leaked spy documents to 4chan. 4chan ignores them, calls them gay. So they have like separate prisons for whistleblowers or people who sort of betray secrets from their government. And this... Just imagine risking your future, your entire livelihood, only to be told,
Gay.
like, I spent months, years even trying to keep up appearances. I've been secretly siphoning this information out to a secure server so I could access it, and here it all is. I've got to expose everything. What do you mean no one cares?
My breasts won't stop growing. Misery for mom, whose chest started developing at 8 and hasn't stopped since. Jesus, they're both the size of her head alone. I'm hoping this farmer persona that this man has means he's a hard worker, because he should be working on some sort of exoskeleton for this woman to walk around in, because that back... Oh my god. This man must be resorting to doing all the work and the household chores, because this woman's back can't carry anything else. Happiness is a cabin on 800 acres, 3 lakes, 2 mountains, a forest, and no neighbors. Okay, and now we wait a few months as people save up for a spontaneous trip. Why does Ice Spice have the perfect birthday? Wow, imagine being the literal first into a new server update. A Microsoft Windows ass date of birth.
Woman moment.
I prefer to just call them WOM. Don't want men to be associated with them. Wow, my man running on Intel Core i9. Just got a job, 20-year-old autistic, working drive-thru at McDonald's.
I'll have 2 chicken sandwiches, 1 with no tomato.
Which one do you want no tomato on? Some brief silence and a muffled sound.
Either one, man.
Messed up their change too. This peach fits my fruit wave aesthetic. Total snack core vibes. Yeah, it's such a cringe brain rot mindset these sort of people have. I'm so glad men are different. Like, we actually have a constructive, concise thought that are logical and
I'm in my yummy snack arc. I'm such a fruit-pilled peach cell.
Man who lost arm by plunging it into lava smugly refuses to describe what lava feels like. The power. The power over all of humanity! I withhold the secrets of this universe from you out of spite! 3 weeks ago, I hate my job. Well, good news for you, 2 days ago, I got fired from my job over Chinese lesbians. 2019, but I and Gen Z what? You're 5. Yeah, so what, little bro? Yes, the person named Distinguished, they are clearly 4 years or younger. Unlike you, someone who definitely intended to have 2 U's in their username, we mostly talk about our livers when they fail. But what about when our livers succeed? Share if your liver is succeeding right now. Yeah, okay, my liver is succeeding, but it's got the life experience of, like, a child who was raised by their grandparents and has no understanding about most social skills outside of their grandparents' generation. So, it is succeeding, I guess, but it hasn't really actually been through the ringer. Wait, you can erase an entire solid color? Bro has never heard of the magic wand tool. Wizards making fun of me at the sorcery club. I just wanted McDonald's, bro.
What does a DoorDash driver and a gynecologist have in common?
Come on, man, I ordered like a chicken wrap and chips. I don't want to think about it.
We can both smell it, but not eat it. Have a great...
Me in the womb in 2004, when I should have been looking for an internship and growing my LinkedIn connections. Look at me. My stupid idiot self not getting out there and getting some networking done. Gosh! They're right. Us Gen Alphas are so lazy. Step 1. Start the Industrial Revolution. Step 2. It is raining plastic. Scientists find colorful microplastic in rain. Oh no.
Peter, I don't want to hear about your 2 jobs, university internship, dead parents, dead uncle, and 1 living related soul who is a sick old lady, financial struggles, loss of your house, and your scooter that got demolished in a car accident. Why didn't you show up to my play? I have to sleep with Chad now. Bye. Now, look, hang on now. He was talking about how he has to save people a lot, and... you know, that makes him completely selfish and uncaring. Apparently, that's what they were trying to go for with this point of the scene. That he's just so distracted by himself, you know, because he doesn't have anything to be stressed about in his life. When she texts, "Good morning," at 12:45 p.m. and you've been at work since 5 a.m. Oh, please, you love it. You do, admit it, you love it. You tell me right now you'd rather not get this. You'd rather not be going home to know that someone is there waiting for you, willing to give you cuddles and food.
Question, can you replace the pepper spray when you run out? Answer, if you run out of pepper spray, you need to move to a different neighborhood. I mean... yeah, look, the deterrent can only work for so long until you realize that, you know, just
it's all fricked. It's a lost cause.
What you need is the kind of pepper spray where all the spray is concentrated, like the mass is all collected into one singular spot, where you can project that into them, and so it's just there forever to always tarnish them from ever trying to do this again. I believe those kind of pepper sprays are called guns.
How my mom felt after naming me Emily instead of Emily.
I am unique, and I am a special woman who will always be different to the others.
Forever grateful my parents didn't name me Haley. Meanwhile, Haley. It's just such unnecessary effort to spell your name, you know? 2024, the freakiest year of all time. I love how P. Diddy was so prominent they just came back twice. And how? Typhlosion. That's a weird one. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. I'm not gonna even go into it. Let's, well boy, I'm excited for November. It's coming out, it's close and soon. Who could it be? Probably P. Diddy for a third time.
I organized our base, bro. We got all the correct chests with the correct stuff in them. It's all organized perfectly.
Meanwhile, point of view, your mom's gone into your bedroom to check in on how you're doing. Yep. You cleaned up some food containers, at least. I see the clothes have gone from the left side of the room to the right side. Yeah, well, something's moved. That's progress. This is what Japan thinks what American chicks wear. Okay, sorry, counterpoint. Are they wrong, though?
Drink water. For what? Just to pee again? Life is a prison.
Somebody please break into my house. I've been dying to use this. Man, I don't know. Good luck facing like two people, because the moment that makes contact, it's stuck. That is stuck, and you are open to being counterattacked. The world record size poop I saw target.
I've seen people describe a murder with less fear in their eyes than this dude.
I alone am the despicable one.
Pose.
Hear me, humanity. Bring
me your bananas.
Rate our pumpkin. Here we have a clearly AI-generated image of the Windows logo in front of a pumpkin. Now, naturally, Opera GX being who they are, they see this, and in 4 days' time, after buying a pumpkin and doing what they've done right here, I don't think you need AI to cut 4 squares into a pumpkin. Now, look, that is true. Yours does look bad. Like, I see what you've tried here. It does look terrible. It does look bad. I know you are renowned for trying to do some good little roasts to your competitors, but this kind of looks really pathetic. The knowledge that you spent 4 days to, like, sort of achieve this. I mean, this is more than a witty one-liner. There was effort made into this, and this was their result. Leave a baby in a womb for 9 months at 98.3 degrees, and it's fine. But leave it in a car at 98.3 degrees for 10 minutes, and that motherfricker quit on life. I mean, what a baby. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, well, Racing games now. Hello, friendo. Welcome to our wacky, silly, happy, fun time racing festival. Don't forget to equip your pre-order bonus chicken suit outfit for your driver. Racing games then.
Oh, I was unjustly cheated out of my car? I'll just become a domestic terrorist.
Note suggesting context to be shown with the post.
This is not typical Western racism, but rather Gaijin Sebetsu xenophobia, which is unique to Japan. Racism in Japan is mainly directed at Koreans and Chinese. It is important to consider that discrimination in Japan is different from that in the West.
Yeah, now see, racism in Japan isn't produced in the racism region of Western countries. Over there, it's called sparkling melanin preferences, which makes it okay because, as we all know, in Japan, Japanese people are a minority, so they can't be racist. Chinese trap streamer busted for being a real girl, causing outrage among fans. Okay. Yeah, okay. Really? The internet. You're going to cry about authenticity on the internet. Who would have thought that the person putting on a persona would be putting on a persona? This is fricked. Fricked like your face? My old school RuneScape videos get more views than your poon. Please don't pipe up.
Oh my god, we did it. We found Saddam Hussein.
You bitches be like,
kitties, you know, it's just a little kitties, we're just a little...
but are actually horrible human beings.
Frick, I can actually relate to this. First month in gym, getting used to talking with people, gym lingo, not being intimidated by people, using the weights, etc. Suddenly need to make a mad dump. Go to the bathroom, all the stalls are occupied, my brain is on full autopilot. Knock and ask the guy, how many sets do you have left in there? Realize what I just said. Hear the guy inside say, what the frick, man? All the others start laughing, run out and don't come back for a few
few days, realize no one found out. It still keeps me up at night, bros.
Dude, what do you want about that? That's hilarious. You literally would have made friends for saying that. You understand, you just unintentionally became known as the funny guy, the one that everyone loves at your social communion.
Before, after. How'd they do it? Well, in only 2 weeks, Robert lost his Slovenian citizenship. What is Slovenian? I'm assuming Slovakia. I don't know. Apparently, they don't like it if you get Captain America's super soldier serum there. It's banned? The first clinical trial of male birth control gel is underway. Her.
Get in the bed and get in these guts.
Him. Hold on, baby. I gotta put my sunblock on first.
I'm just speechless right now. No, you're not.
Just a great wall of contradiction you've typed out there, haven't you, mummy? Thomas, I'm a bit concerned about this recent stock market fiasco.
Hey man, we sell
Splendid. My boyfriend just casually dropped the fact that for most of his adult life, he has been able to force himself to wake up from a nightmare by just envisioning the StarCraft menu screen mid-dream and picturing himself hitting the quit button on it. Damn, that's some powerful lucid dreaming. Make yourself an online course, dude. You can make some money from that. Gotham being flooded is the perfect opportunity to introduce a certain aquatic villain. You're right.
Killer Croc.
Surfing Joker.
No.
You want to talk about cheese?
Sure.
Rat started a call that lasted a year.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Bye. There's a toilet somewhere in the world that has the record for most turds taken in it, and no one knows which one it is.
Oh no. Someone's gonna develop this, aren't they? Someone's gonna develop some sort of app or device you can attach to your toilet, and it will record the amount of poos you make, like a little clicker system. Oh no. Oh, that's actually a genuinely good business idea. No, really. Come on. You know some people out there, some businesses, just as a fun gag, would actually install it.
Sorry, Dreamski. We playing friends openly. I have to kick you.
I'm friend.
Don't make this more difficult.
Who would win? All of Europe or a sick rat?
Hey, too soon.
It has been 7.5 centuries.
Well, technically all of Europe did win. It's just by the end of it, all it had left was one leg. I wish I had girls' underwear on right now.
What?
Mr. Online left. El Rompador added Mr. Online. Bro, I didn't say you could leave. One of my employees came out as a transgender woman. I tell her that I'm proud of her and that I'll support her every step of the way. I proceed to her payroll and cut her salary by 27% now that she's a woman. No need to thank me. I'm just doing my part to make my workplace more affirming for trans employees.